over the head of Aaron Jones. It was James out there from Cheyenne Jahani outnumbering the American fans.
There's an attempt to, do I say this is a Clint Dempsey? Not sure he would be at my
touch. Is that fair to say, Peter? But
use of the crease, backing away from leg stump for 9 years. And I think in the early days
he gets one out of the screws. Get a boundary for him.
Again, it just shows how good the heave across the line. Not timed for
that Nepal have. He can't believe he doesn't have the first wicket for 82. Thinking about the single, but they're revving up the Nepal fans.
This one, back of the length. I gotta say, hit the stumps though. You never know. Any umpire, but he got the decision in his favor.
So it's going to naturally be.
Just look at Andre's house behind the stump to pick up the ball. No interest in appeal there. He had no interest whatsoever.
Should be at least a couple. He so has to get the dive in to get back. The power play. Nepal
here at Grand Prairie Stadium here. Too short on sweep this. Very fine. Teasing that for massive shake. It was a bit too short for a
overreacted to
this far, and in his last appearance he
just went too far back of it.
Pumps his fist,
and this is why Harmeet Singh free their arms to the offside. And that time no have picked up wicket number 2. 6 while we wait. I want to bring that form. Be important. They're running for 2 quite often, and with the long
there is protection out of deep backward squares. So
again, we mentioned that partnership. We mentioned t-20 cricket, and I feel some people lose that.
Nash tried to use his feet
and get a single. Wasn't trying to go big from Kinjige, and Rattle's able to take advantage at the other end.
He's singing it long on.
Well, Gushan Jha just said, Aman Patel, what do you know? Ground as well. And he overpitched from Kinjige, but it just speaks to the power.
He counted 5 balls. I've only written. It's looking for 2, but again, on the shortly completed. 8 runs and a wicket. It's
getting booed. This is the moment. These two are in Texas. This is where you're getting the hate.
For there to be a giant star with his arms as Jahangir with a brief and beats again. It's a short boundary over there.
Really well there, picked up the pace and
Paldo safely. They're going to come back for 2. Relay it back.
Big for that 6. It's just, again, we talked about them.
Goes right, hits the stumps for a second twice. It's 93 for 4.
Pointed third man inside the ring. He's already. It's just too full. If we were talking soccer and the U.S.
Sing Irie. He's
bro. Powell likes to do. He likes to outstanding again. Aman Patel.
A slouch either.
There for Nepal as well. The batting order, it's
that are different.
Very contrasting approaches from the two. We're here during the T20 World Cup. Shouldn't be time or not. Well, quite series thus far. And this shot, every bit better than.
Nash Kinjige read that as well. He's
things to come if Irie can get going in with it. It's 105 for 4. So Powell, 60, probably not going to be enough, is it, on what looks. Netravalkar beats me as a cricketer. Fields exceptionally well. In T20 cricket, you look at his.
Like you mentioned, his strike rate is so good in a couple of matches, but it did feel low.
Death, in fact, in one of the games, I think he was in with only for Nepal. But I'm very much into his work. These two are innovation. It's not going to be 6, but it will be 4. He sees fine leg up in the circle.
Bit of bat on it. He's just cut on. There again, 24-year-old is rented.
again, because Powell's so quick between the wickets, to be as quick as there are for
Nepal this year. They haven't gotten those.
It was the game that's always so close, heartbreaking. The way 5 remain, 1-1-5 for 4.
Ashka wicketless in his third over.
One of Harmeet Singh. You probably were watching. They have uncovered an absolute diamond.
Game. It's all about your ability to adapt. He's pulled the length, slowed it down.
Bit of a sloppy piece of work there. Yeah, he just looks like a pretty decent day against him. He's picked up the 2 wickets. Down the leg. Will cut it off and
from Deepinder Singh Airi. It's a similar. Harmeet Singh was much quicker through the air.
You'd say that in the 16th, but will it be enough?
If you get to 160, you give yourself a chance.
Right from the off. The first ever edition of this.
I would hope so. I mean, there's a big Nepali
Gap in the circle. And the crits, row it, as they do, just bring such energy, such power.
This one's seam up. The problem with way too wide, it just allows.
Well, I think the stare from Andreas House side boundary. The quality of innovation from Andreas House as the look.
Andreas House looks to first slip as this one goes. Brilliant. Again, third man's inside the ring, and Andreas House is not having a fun time.
Every piece of his emotions as Ed, make it a trio. House, he's got his hands on his hips.
The perfect position, Ali Khan. They moved him in that direction, and it's just into the air, and he tried to do his best.
Music ringing out. We might have to go in and get a few nip coming. He moves so well in the field, doesn't he? Like our 14 runs from that over, 135 middling total. They're not ahead of the game. Ali Khan. Jesse Singh, who does well with the dive, won't be at the pace on the ball. Very, very clever
result for USA. He's looking to play that in that area. So the USA have
brilliant. He does love occasions like whip right between the two of them. And
well, that's going to come off Jesse Singh if that's the ball.
And it's another misfield. 1500 or so now in the gates here in
backward point region. It's not that, but how quick the hands were.
It is so quick they'll think of a second. They're going to get second ranked T20 oil round. It's a big over. Ali priced. We're expecting close to full houses.
Be very good in this. Milan Kumar. That's the rocker cross.
He's got a good piece of it, and he'll pick up all on their feet, all chanting. Great scenes.
Yeah, brilliant. YouTube videos there. Lenny, congratulations, 50,000.
It's a maximum, and their daddy goes to 40, and things start.
At the Volker here, he slowed it down. He's got him
and taken. That's the disparity. What a servant he really is. From his very first delivery, he has the finger does go up, does get the finger up, albeit
was convinced. You can see Nether Volker straight away was for Nether Volker. Conor KC goes without trouble to get through to the keeper.
But straight to the man and well falling. That's 3 and 4 delivery. Karen KC and now Arif Sheikh, you cover fielder.
Yeah, anywhere to the right. The keeper by trade uses his hands flat. It's quick, and he's done well to
3 wickets and 4 balls. But he's the captain on to strike. Well, he wants a second. Questionable call. Surely Powell. We're not on his made him pay the price for taking that second.
Yeah, we saw the finger very low. Try to go through the leg side.
Another Nepali batter falls. Sagar Dakal, who gets a 6.
And just a calamity of wickets that just fell.
50. Gonna have to go to get home. Selfless cricket from the captain. The scorers. We think the scores
final over. He had to been on strike.
The board that we feel is right around par. The 2 opening batters walk out. The American to watch out for, and the reason why round Peter is it's a much shorter leg. Rijan Dakal isn't necessarily
doing the same on this replay.
Has not quite taken the bails off.
Canada on that was from a situation went out of his mind in American cricket history.
Self-belief, as Aaron shouldn't be given out, and it's not. But
Stadium for those of you just joining us around the
their series. Throw it, Powell, and it is the early wicket. It's the big one. He gets the breakthrough.
Top ball pressure, Mukamala arguably should have been able to take the top and didn't.
House in at number 3, who's a goes through, and Nepal.
A spin in the first innings. This time it's Pate. Just got that one to nip back. Ever so curled in, ever so slightly to take back.
The opening match of the T20 World. And they made out. Runs. He's trying to indicate.
Well, if there's no inside edge, this is stone dead.
Skills. Moving it. Andrew's house will have to knuckle in
Here. And I don't think any. Is a Nepalese fan who lives in Dallas, so there's a lot of early risers tuning into the.
Wicket fielder and short of mid-on. Pedal dropping a catch. He put down during the.
Was set up during the World.
There's been. Keep it to a single does really well.
A couple of remarkable things about it. First and
The ground team here. Off of it just single. But I think House is very nearly out.
He's got this issue. The fans are bundled up here.
And it's flicked away all the way for six. Finally gets himself.
Boundaries you configured tonight. You can make up run bat over on the bowling side. Suddenly it's over.
The back boundaries, the exact same from 2 deliveries, just like.
Only a third of the way gone through this over, and they've already. This is what looked like
very top level of T20 international cricket. Certainly has been a chance. Cannot believe it. The direct hit. That was how quick he was.
Single, but he got, and he said, "All right, if you're not taking a couple strides out of your." He's halfway down the wicket. How's
Power play. Wickets in the power play. Paul, what did they do when they started to rebuild?
In the hutch. One of the things that will keep USA in this contest, hard run rate's going to start to come into the game.
It's less about that run
Tempt and need to be careful.
Aaron Jones gets dismissed. Find his flow again. And there isn't in June that we had, and there's a couple of reasons. Agnew started putting down
Minor league journey. And it's going to be for his mood.
Yeah, speaking of the major and minor league, and he doesn't miss out.
That ball. He's a great habit of catching. Single. And it's still very much now. Maybe some numbers here. He is. There's no doubt about that. He hasn't bowled that many wickets. At an average of 9.
Phenomenal. And he has
quite a lot. The house is so to the venue.
Well, American cricket fans, and even with the big boundary, there's for 6. Just
again, it hasn't worked to just take the drinks break with 2 balls left. One, it's the final over before drinks. 2, it's got the to his left and helps there. I like that pace from Bertel. The pace onto the delivery. It's the and he gives it away. The long walk back, and Nepal have
more. It's wide. It's slower. End up the blade. Try to run it down. 6 for 4. I mean, when you look in Nepal, you see they were in the King City, and really
almost every game is away from home.
And right again, that South Africa game is going to go down.
What happened? So for him, they've won 9 and lost 12.
Future this team has that it's Saiteji Mukamala, it's
All things. It's the cultural things. Arif Sheikh does well. I think Milan Kumar would have been run out. So just
change the game for these 2 bats.
And it's going to be goes to the 29-year-old. Down the track, the largest to that. I thought it was 4 from the moment it left.
Been the only one of the 22 to get things seam up. Anything with pace on the ball, just such a good player for spinning, and you've seen
over. That's not that off so swiftly. Lost a run. I would love.
Again, look at that man. And
but a direct hit would have been out for all. Interesting with a direct hit in the field. Depender Singh Irene nearly more the deflection.
Form and good touch. Oh, they need runs. You're seeing Jahangir.
both of them in those first 3.
That third man field off the bat of Rohit Paudel, now off the bat of
of that sequence that Rohit Paudel had. Shayan Jahangir in the 15th.
Will be kept to just a single. Let us all know who that.
Boundary to his advantage. To go over extra cover. That was a stick of dynamite.
You mentioned that Harmeet Singh would have to cricket. Welcome with the ball and how
Harmy's really flat
without affecting the scores. It's
lack of noise.
I told you at the mid innings, Nepal would need this from that man running back at cover. Only man on the ground that could. And so good all the way. And then Nepal jeered right back when be the single again. This T20 success that and Gudon KC has been so perfect. He picked up a third wicket. It'll be 4 runs.